Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with Deepa, and today is day 36 of solving daily problems on LeetCode. Now let us see what today's problem is. So the problem is to calculate the length of longest subarray with at most k frequency, and it is a medium level problem which uses arrays, which is based on arrays. Okay, so now let us first read this problem. The problem says you're given an integer array nums and an integer k. The frequency of an element x is the number of time it occurs in the array. So given array has an integer k. There are two parameters in this function. Now after that, frequency is how many times a number is occurring in my given array. It is called its frequency. Now an array is good if the frequency of each element in the array is less than or equals to k. As it is mentioned in the question, at most k, which means that the frequency should be less than equals to k, and it should not be greater than the value of k. If my k is 2, so the frequency of element cannot be 3, 4, 7. I have to take the frequency only for those elements who are having the frequency 1, 2 or 2 only. Okay, if k value is 2. Now we have to return the longest good subarray from nums, and a subarray is contiguous non-empty sequence of elements within an array. So given an example in this array, my subarray is any subarray which is contiguous, like 1 2, or I can say 2 3 1 and 3 1 2. These all are subarrays, but there are few conditions which I have to keep in mind while calculating the length of longest subarray. First condition is it should be contiguous. Second condition is their frequency should be less than equals to k. Okay, so for this given example, the output is 6, and which means that this part of my array will become the longest good subarray in given nums. So let us try to understand this with the help of another example. So here I have written the same example, and we will use map here to store the occurrences of each element in this given nums. Okay, so map will store my array. Here it will store the array number, like array element, and in second it will store the frequency. Okay, after that, for this here in this array, first I will declare two variables I and j, which are initially at my 0 index. Okay, which are initially at 0 index. So here in this iteration, my mp of 1 will become equals to 1. Okay, as we have declared the map with name mp. Now I will increment my j and it will go to 2. Now my I is initially at 1 only and j has reached 2. So after that, in this iteration, mp of 1 is 1 and mp of 2 will also become equals to 1. Okay, now it is still less than equals to k. Now I will increment again j to 3. Okay, so now in the next iteration, my mp of 3 become equals to 1, and my I is at 1 position and j is at 3 positions. Okay, now again I will move from here j to 1, and here it will get stored as 2. Now the frequency of 1 has increased. Okay, now in the next iteration I will again move my j pointer ahead, and from here it will move to j equals to 2. Okay, and now the value of 2 will also change and it will get updated as 2. Now from here also I will move my j pointer ahead and it will reach the 3. Now MP of 3 will also change and it will become equals to 2. Now again we will move our j pointer ahead as all the conditions are satisfied. So here my MP of 1 will become equals to 3, which means 3 is not less than equals to k. In this condition, I have to, increment my I variable and decrement my map frequency. I will again decrement it to 2 and the condition is still satisfied. And I have incremented my I variable. Okay. Now in the next iteration, I will again move my j pointer to here, which will reach the end of array, and my I pointer is at second index. Okay. From now here, now my MP of 2 will store. Previously, MP of 2 is storing 2. So here it will increment to 3 and this also will, violate my condition. So from here also we will increment our I variable. I will reach at 3 and j is at end of index, and here I will also decrement it to 2. So this we will do in the code, and after doing this, at every step, we will calculate our answer. Answer is the length of maximum subarray which is possible at that particular point of time. And my answer will be equals to maximum of, so answer will be equals to max of my answer, which is initially 0, and it will be equals to j minus I plus 1. J minus I, sorry, j minus I plus 1. Okay, for this case we will calculate it. So it will be j will at 1 index, I is at 0 index, so 1 minus j minus I, which will become 1, and 1 plus 1, which will become 2. So in this particular case my answer will become equals to 2. Now we will check for the next variable or next iteration. So in this answer will store. So initially it was 0, but now it is storing the value 2, and my j has also incremented to second index and it is at 0 index, so it will become 2 minus 0 plus 1, which will become 3. So the maximum of this will become equals to 3. Okay, now similarly it will calculate, and for this last array my answer will store the value equals to 6, and this value I have to written as it is the length of maximum subarray possible in this nums array where the sum is less than equals to k. So now let us try to code this problem. Now first here we will declare a map of integer type and we will name it as MP. After that we will declare two variables, int I equals to 0 comma j equals to 0, and after that we will declare a variable answer which is initially equals to 1, and let us calculate the size of given vector in n, which will be equals to nums dot size. Okay, so these are the variables which I have declared. After that I will run a while loop, that while I less than n and my j is also less than n. In this while loop I will first increment the value in my nums. Okay, in my in my map. First nums I will be my index, and okay, here I will use j because I'm incrementing every time j, so j will be at my index. Now inside this second while loop condition, I will check if MP nums j is greater than k. In that case, what we were doing is we were reducing the frequency. In that case, we were reducing the frequency and we were incrementing the value of our I variable. Okay, so we will do I plus plus here. So we will write these two lines here, that first we will decrement the value from MP and then we will increment the value of I. And after that we were calculating the maximum of our answer, comma j minus I plus 1. Okay, and after that j plus plus. At last we have to return answer. So now let us check this code if it's running correctly. So you can see that it is accepted. Now let's just submit this code to check for other test cases. Oh, it is producing wrong answer for this test case. So let us see what we are missing here. Output should be 3. Okay, 3 and expected 2. Okay, 1. Okay, if I initially not make my answer equals to 1, let us run this code. It is accepted, and let me just check for this test case. Still it is producing 3. Here we are calculating the maximum and then at last we are returning the answer while nums j is greater than k. Okay, we should decrement at nums I place, like at index I we should decrement the value. Now we should run this. Okay, now it is accepted, and let us just use the example test cases to check it again. Okay, now it is accepted. Now let's just submit this. Actually, just we were decrementing the value of I, not j here. Okay, so j is moving ahead and we are decrementing the value from our map from the I value. So we have completed today's problem of the day, and I hope this video solution is clear to you. If you have any doubt, leave it in the comment section, and please like this video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon to get daily notification about the videos I'm posting. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.